to today's video. I'm Alexis. And I'm Nevaeh. And I guess we're doing an ASMR scary story video with all of our candles in our room. I'll give some light. Right. First candle I'm gonna light is this candle. There's the first candle. Second candle is...
Night in the late 70s, my dad's truck broke down about an hour from home. He started walking and put his thumb out, hitching for a ride, and was soon picked up by a middle-aged man in a brown sedan. My dad gets in the car. "Thanks, man. I appreciate the lift." The driver doesn't respond. "I'm trying to get further north. Where are you headed?" The driver again doesn't respond and begins to drive. Without even a look, the driver locks the doors and puts his hand on my dad's upper thigh and squeezes. My dad was 24 or 25 years old at the time. He worked in construction, specifically drywall. He wasn't a tall man, but he was barrel-chested and stocky.
We also
My
have
dad
some
turns to face him.
spirit spray.
"I'm not into that. I just need a ride."
Devil spray.
The driver doesn't move his hand.
And our devil
After 10
lotion.
seconds of silence, "Let me out of the car." The driver doesn't respond. Doesn't even look at him. My dad grabs the hand and peels it off his thigh. "Let me out of the car, mother... Not now." My dad was ready to strike. Without a word, again without even looks over, unlocks the doors, and my dad jumps out. The driver peels off. My dad eventually arrives home and tells everyone what happened, and family doesn't believe him. A few years later, he's dating my mom. They're watching the news, which is covering the arrest of a serial killer, John Wayne Gacy. My mom said my dad went pale. My dad jumps out of his chair, shaking violently, started screaming and pointing at the TV. "It's him! That's the guy who picked me up!" My mom said she believed him immediately. My dad wasn't much of a liar or prankster, particularly craved attention. I was so intrigued. Sometimes he would pick up hitchhikers and take them wherever they wanted to go, without incident.
With hearts
The
everywhere.
timelines were all consistent. My theory is that Gacy picked up my dad thinking he was younger than he was. He then tested out my dad's reaction. My dad was 20. When my dad fought back aggressively and immediately, Gacy figured he wasn't worth the trouble, and possibly also realized that my dad was not as young as he looked. A few years ago, my husband and I were at an event, and we started chit-chatting with the couple seated at our table. First, the female half of the couple turned white and stared at me, mouth agape.
Oh, why don't you know?
She said that her uncle had an almost identical Gacy encounter.
Oh, we got some.
Forgotten. Whenever anything associated with hitchhiking, so Nikki, who grew up at the same time as my dad, so this was about the early 80s, I believe, was a young woman in her mid-20s. She's one of those real kind-hearted souls, always willing to help out in a time of need, you know. And I can't imagine her being anything other than that when she was younger, so I totally see her doing this too. So driving into the city, about a 2-hour or so drive out from town, she saw a man walking down the side of the road. As she neared, he turned and, in typical hitchhiker manner, stuck out the old arm and thumb. Nikki, bless her heart, needed help. She told me that he was really polite, if not a bit shy, when he asked for a lift into the city. Nikki gave a smile and popped open the passenger door for the guy, who tossed his bag into the back seat and buckled up for the ride ahead. They talked pleasantly for most of the trip, about friends, the news, etc. You know, happy small talk. She felt that they were getting on really well and even bought him dinner at a pit stop a little over halfway there. She says he seemed really flustered and awkward when she paid. That was money and how he was pretty dang strapped for cash, which is why he was hitchhiking in the first place. But he eventually relented and they went on their way, and the food, and asked to be dropped off once they hit downtown. Before getting out, he asked for Nikki's phone number so he could contact her someday and catch up. Thrilled at the prospect of knowing how her new friend was faring, Nikki wrote it down for him and drove off with a warm feeling of a good deed done. Now, I'm sorry if you were expecting something creepy to have happened by now, but I think this is what freaked me out so much as a kid. Worked out. Nikki gets this crease in her forehead, and a funny look in the eye when she tells me the next part. She got a phone call from her driving buddy. He didn't let her get a word in edgewise after hello, and told her that she should thank God that she was raised so nice, because when he first got in the car, he was planning on murdering her once they got to the pit stop. That he was going to steal their car and dump her body in a ditch further down the road and go on his merry way. But after she talked with him so kindly and treated him to dinner with a smile on her face, he couldn't bring himself to do it. He didn't think he could live with himself after doing that to such a nice lady. He tried redialing the number. She got a payphone. Miles of national forests, some great state parks, and a ton of fantastic camping places. Unfortunately, town residents from Atlanta and other places, a lot of people where I live are really poor. I do freelance work as a technical writer, so I can do most of my work online. If I didn't have that going for me, I'd have to move somewhere else. It's just one of those small towns that will rob you of your ability to accomplish anything in life if you stay there too long, without anything else going for you at least. To the east of my town, there's a massive national forest. It's loaded with great camping sites and lots of relatively unused hiking trails. I really enjoy hiking on them with my dog, but it can be a bit of an unnerving experience sometimes. It's about a 10-mile drive from town, and there's no cell phone service or homes for miles. In the past, there have been lots of vehicle break-ins at the trailheads. The gravel parking lots at some of them glitter with bits of broken glass, while mine get them were car windows. Sometimes. I'm a 19-year-old female, and this happened to me in January of this year. Little background story, my sister, 23 years old, and I were living at my best friend's house with her dad a few months before this. We were kicked out of our parents' house and stayed with my best friend till we got on our feet. After a few months of staying with my best friend, we eventually moved out to my first apartment. I was excited to live independently and provide for myself, and also prove to my parents that I'm responsible. Our first apartment was located in a bad part of town. My sister, who owns a '99 Jeep Cherokee, had it moved slightly as if someone had tried to tow it. My sister doesn't take those types of things easily, so she was going to march over to the leasing office and ask if they tried to move her car out of her spot. But they were closed, and she left it alone. The following week on Friday...
Okay, you guys, if you like that little video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. And Nevaeh wants to blow out